Imagine a world without bees. It might seem insignificant, a world without the buzz of a bumblebee or the sting of a honeybee, but the reality is far more alarming. Bees, those industrious little creatures, are responsible for pollinating a third of the food we eat. Without them, our supermarkets would be bare, our diets impoverished. In this video, we explore the serious consequences of a world without bees. We'll journey into the heart of nature, examining the intricate web of life that relies on these tiny pollinators, and the potential domino effect their disappearance would have on our planet and our way of life. Join me as we delve into the shocking truth of what a world without bees would truly look like. For millions of years, a delicate dance has unfolded between flowering plants and their pollinators. Bees, with their furry bodies and insatiable appetite for nectar, play a crucial role in this intricate ballet. As they flit from flower to flower, their bodies brush against the pollen-laden anthers, collecting and transferring these tiny grains of life. This simple act, repeated countless times across the globe, is what allows plants to reproduce, to set seed, to bear fruit. Over 70% of our crops, from the apples in our orchards to the coffee in our cups, depend on this vital service. Without bees, our agricultural systems would face collapse. Fields once bursting with color and life would fall silent, the air devoid of the gentle hum of these industrious insects. Imagine a world where the vibrant hues of a strawberry field are replaced by rows of barren plants, their fruits withered and unformed. Imagine a world where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee is a distant memory, the coffee beans failing to develop without the bees' vital touch. The consequences are far-reaching, impacting not just our diets but the very fabric of our ecosystems. For within the animal kingdom, the fate of countless creatures is inextricably linked to the success of flowering plants. The disappearance of bees would send shockwaves through the animal kingdom, disrupting the delicate balance that has been maintained for millions of years. Herbivores, those gentle grazers that rely on plants for sustenance, would be the first to feel the impact. These creatures, from the smallest rabbit to the largest deer, depend heavily on the availability of flowering plants. Deer, rabbits, and countless other creatures depend on the fruits, seeds, and foliage that flowering plants provide. These plants in turn rely on bees for pollination, a process that ensures their reproduction and survival. Without bees to pollinate these plants, their food sources would dwindle, leading to starvation and population decline. The once lush and vibrant fields would turn barren, and the forests would grow eerily silent. The effects would ripple outwards, impacting the predators that rely on these herbivores for their survival. The intricate food web, a complex network of interdependencies, would begin to unravel. Foxes, owls, even apex predators like wolves, would find their hunting grounds eerily silent, their prey vanishing along with the bees that sustained their food sources. The absence of herbivores would lead to a scarcity of food for these predators. The intricate web of life, woven together over millennia, would begin to unravel, strand by delicate strand. Each species, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. The delicate balance of predator and prey, so crucial to the health of our ecosystems, would be thrown into disarray. Predators would struggle to find food, leading to a decline in their populations as well. Imagine a world where the dawn chorus is silenced, the birds that once filled the air with their melodies gone, their insect prey vanished. The absence of bees would mean fewer flowers, and fewer flowers would mean fewer insects for birds to feed on. Imagine a world where the rustle of leaves no longer signals the presence of a deer, their graceful forms absent from the landscape. The once bustling meadows and forests would become quiet and desolate. The loss of bees would trigger a cascade of consequences, leading to the decline and potential extinction of countless species, leaving our planet a quieter, emptier place. The biodiversity that we cherish and depend on would be severely diminished, altering the very fabric of our natural world. The disappearance of bees would be akin to pulling a thread from a tapestry. This seemingly small act can have far-reaching consequences, unraveling the intricate weave of life that sustains our planet. What begins as a small change can unravel the entire fabric of an ecosystem. The interconnectedness of nature means that the loss of one species can trigger a cascade of effects, disrupting the balance that has been maintained for millennia. The delicate balance of nature, finely tuned over millennia, would be thrown into disarray. Each species plays a unique role, and the absence of bees would leave a void that other organisms might struggle to fill. Wildflowers, those splashes of color that brighten our meadows and forests, rely heavily on pollinators like bees. These flowers are not just beautiful, they are essential for the survival of many other species. Without them, these floral displays would fade, impacting the insects and birds that depend on them for food and shelter. The decline in wildflowers would lead to a reduction in the food sources available to these creatures, causing their populations to dwindle. The decline in plant diversity would have a domino effect on soil health. Healthy soil is the foundation of a thriving ecosystem, and it relies on a variety of plants to maintain its structure and fertility. Without the roots of diverse plant species to bind the soil and cycle nutrients, erosion would increase, leading to desertification and the loss of fertile land. This would make it difficult for new plants to grow, further exacerbating the problem. Forests, the lungs of our planet, would also suffer. These vast green expanses are crucial for absorbing carbon dioxide and producing oxygen, and their health is intimately connected to the presence of pollinators. Many tree species rely on bees and other pollinators for reproduction. Without these pollinators, the regeneration of forests would be severely hampered, leading to a decline in forest cover. Their decline would lead to a decrease in forest cover, impacting carbon sequestration and exacerbating climate change. The loss of trees would mean less carbon dioxide is absorbed from the atmosphere, accelerating global warming. Imagine a world where wildflowers no longer carpet meadows in a riot of color, their vibrant hues replaced by monotonous browns and grays. This loss of biodiversity would make our landscapes less resilient to environmental changes. Their vibrant hues replaced by monotonous browns and grays. The beauty and diversity of our natural world would be diminished, affecting not just the environment but also our own well-being and connection to nature. Imagine a world where once lush forests thin and retreat, their canopies silent, their lifeblood drained. The loss of these vital ecosystems would have profound implications for the planet's health. Their canopies silent, their lifeblood drained. The absence of the sounds of birds and insects would be a stark reminder of the ecological void left by the disappearance of bees. The loss of bees would have a profound impact on the health and stability of our planet, accelerating the very environmental crises we are striving to combat. It is a stark reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth, accelerating the very environmental crises we are striving to combat. The disappearance of bees is not just an environmental issue, it is a call to action for all of us to protect and preserve the natural world. The disappearance of bees would not be a tragedy confined to the natural world. It would ripple through every aspect of human life, creating a cascade of consequences that would be felt far and wide. Its impact would be felt keenly by humanity, shaking the very foundations of our global economy and way of life. The intricate balance of our ecosystems and economies would be thrown into disarray. Agriculture, the backbone of our food supply, would face unprecedented challenges. Farmers who rely on bees for pollination would be forced to adapt to a new reality, one where the natural pollinators they depend on are no longer available. The cost of producing fruits, vegetables, and other bee-pollinated crops would skyrocket as farmers struggle to find alternative methods of pollination. Manual pollination is labor-intensive and costly, making it an unsustainable solution for many. Supermarket shelves once laden with a bounty of produce would begin to empty. The variety and availability of fresh produce would diminish, leading to a less diverse and nutritious diet for consumers. The price of remaining fruits and vegetables would soar, becoming a luxury few could afford. This would exacerbate food inequality, with low-income families bearing the brunt of the crisis. Global food security would be threatened, leading to shortages, malnutrition, and social unrest. The strain on food banks and aid organizations would increase as more people struggle to access basic necessities. Beyond the supermarket, industries reliant on bee-pollinated crops such as textiles, cotton, and cosmetics, almond oil, would face collapse. The ripple effects would be felt in various sectors, from fashion to beauty products. Jobs would be lost, livelihoods destroyed, and economies destabilized. The loss of bees would not only affect those directly involved in agriculture but also those in related industries, leading to widespread unemployment. Imagine a world where a simple cup of coffee becomes a luxury, where the morning ritual of millions is disrupted. The absence of bees would affect coffee plants, leading to reduced yields and higher prices. Where the vibrant colors of fresh fruits and vegetables fade from our tables, replaced by a monotonous array of staples. The joy of eating a variety of fresh produce would become a distant memory, replaced by bland and monotonous staples. Our diets would become less exciting and less nutritious, impacting our overall health and well-being. Imagine a world where the fabric of our clothes becomes rough and scratchy, the soft touch of cotton a distant memory. The quality of our clothing would decline, affecting comfort and style, the soft touch of cotton a distant memory. The loss of bees would have far-reaching consequences touching every aspect of our daily lives. The loss of bees would trigger an economic earthquake, impacting every facet of our lives and forcing us to confront the true cost of our interconnectedness with the natural world. It is a stark reminder of the delicate balance that sustains us and the urgent need to protect our pollinators. The question then arises, can we survive without bees? The answer is complex and fraught with uncertainty. While humans are a resourceful species capable of remarkable ingenuity, replacing the vital role of bees is a daunting if not impossible task. Scientists are exploring alternative pollination methods such as hand pollination and robotic pollinators. While these technologies hold promise, they are currently inefficient, expensive, and unable to replicate the scale and complexity of natural pollination. Moreover, these technological solutions fail to address the underlying issue, the need to protect and restore bee populations and their natural habitats. Without healthy ecosystems to support them, even the most advanced technologies will prove futile. The future, in a world without bees, is a stark and uncertain one. It is a world where our diets are impoverished, our economies destabilized, and the natural world we depend on is irrevocably altered. But it is not a future preordained. We have the power to choose a different path, a path that prioritizes the health of our planet and the creatures we share it with. The fate of bees, and indeed our own, rests on the choices we make today. The disappearance of bees would have far-reaching and devastating effects on our world. It would unravel the intricate web of life that sustains us, impacting our environment, our economies, and our very way of life. But there is hope. By understanding the crucial role bees play and taking action to protect them, we can ensure a brighter future for ourselves and generations to come. Supporting sustainable agriculture, reducing pesticide use, and creating bee-friendly habitats in our own backyards are just a few ways we can make a difference. It's crucial to protect these tiny yet mighty creatures to ensure the health of our planet and our future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful and educational videos.